Hey guys, my name is Juanita Still. I'm a graphic design major and I'm here, well, I'm a graphic design graduate, but I'm here to tell you why graphic design could be for you. One of my favorite quotes by one of my favorite people, Mark Twain, is there are two most important days in your life: the day that you were born and the day that you find out why. And I feel like that really resonated with me because the day that we're born is the most important to our family, our friends. If we were born that day, like it was such a great feeling, for our family first coming into the world. And we go through life, we grow up, and we try to find out like what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Why am I here? Like, what am I supposed to do before I leave this earth? And that really set with me for a few years, and I decided that after I graduated high school I was going to choose to go down the graphic design road, and it really didn't honestly happen that way. I went to school and I changed my major about 10 times, and I finally got back to graphic design. Like, that was my career choice. That's what I finally chose, and I stuck with it. Finding your passion, that for me was, like I said, graphic design. Like, I went through a whole bunch of majors, and graphic design was like, hey, you love me, stay with me. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And I feel like in the technological world that we live in today, graphic design is like a really good career path to choose. um, I went to Full Sail University, and it wasn't always easy. I went there one time and had to end up stopping, and then I finally came back, and I'm just like, yes, this is what I want to do. This is why I need to be here. I need to do this. And I said I wasn't going to give up again. I want to, stick to graphic design. I had a lot of obstacles starting college. I had to stop because I had to work, to make money and provide. Um, it wasn't easy growing up, So I decided, okay, I can always go back to school. And I kept saying that, and I kept saying it, and just kept pushing further and further back. And I finally went back to school. Then I got pregnant twice, so I had to leave school because I was so sick, and I gave birth to this human life that I needed to like focus on them. Like, they needed to be first, like my first priority. And I said, you know what, I can go back to school anytime. It's fine. Well, I finally got them in preschool, and now I was able to go back, and I could focus on them, but I could also focus on my studies because they were in school, so I had time to myself to actually do what I needed to do. I enrolled. I did the 29 length program. It was a little over 2 years. It wasn't bad. Um, I first started, my first class was creative presentation, which was very, 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 very helpful. Um, it taught me how to be a better presenter, a more effective presenter, how to keep my audience engaged, and how to make sure that what I'm saying is reaching them, which is why I'm here today. And I feel like that was a good class to start with, because the more and more you got to do your more classes, you will have to present later on. So that was a good class to start off with. One of my second classes was psychology of play, and I feel like that plays a big role because, we have a lot of. I feel like obviously I'm more right brained. I'm more artsy, and left brain people are logical, but honestly, you need both. I will say that to um, succeed in this certain career, I also had to take typography. When you're creating a brand or a logo or anything, you got to make sure your font is good. You got to make sure the color is good. Like, you want people to say, "Hey, what is this? What are you doing?" Like, you want people to be interested in things you're doing. So that was one of the great things that I had to deal with. Graduating Full Sail. was the very best thing that I've done. I had to go to Florida, graduate there, because I lived in South Carolina. So I was, like I said, I was doing online courses, and one of the other things that I did like as being an online student, they had this launch box, not lunch box, but launch box, and it came with like a mat book, and it was just, and don't get me wrong, it's including your tuition, but for that moment, you're like, oh my gosh, they're giving me this. Like you feel like, wow, like they really care, they really want me to succeed, and that's one of the things I like. Full Sail was always there to back me up. They always was there so I could succeed in anything that I've thought about doing. And I think Full Sail, if you really want to be in an art-based school, Full Sail is one of well, art-based technological school. I think that would be good for you. Graphic design, for those who want to create, promote, leave their mark on this earth, I feel like it's for you, because it's just so much you can do, especially for people that want to have their own business. Like, you can do your own marketing. Like, obviously you'll have people, but you can have your own marketing, your own brand, your own logo. Like, that all ties into graphic design, and I was blessed to be a part of that. And like I said, that is for you. I would say don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Life will throw obstacles at us, but it's not about like what you're going through. It's how you overcome it. And they always say that fear is a great motivator. Don't let fear stop you. Let fear push you to do what you want to do and continue being the person that you are. And I thank you guys.